What it do, what it does, YouTube, and welcome back to yet another episode. Gang, you know who it is. If you are a returning subscriber, I just want to let you know how much of a gorgeous wholesome you are. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to click that red button. And while you're at that, don't forget to hit that notification bell. Anyway, as you can see by the title of the video today, we're going to be talking about the misconceptions about study abroad that I feel like I've noticed or have heard of on social media. But now I just want to iron up things for anyone that is looking forward to study abroad. This one is the video for you. Actually, we're going to get ready as we are speaking for an event. I don't know what this event is, but it's a party and I'm already late. But it's an African party, so I know they're gonna be late. Right now, I'm just gonna get ready. I'm not doing anything too hectic. Do I want to do my brows? Maybe not. I'm not sure. Let's just get ready together. Misconception number one, guys, you do not need A levels to study abroad. You do not need A levels to study abroad. I feel like a lot of Botswana, because we are more familiar with the Top Achievers Award, they see students doing A levels and assume that that's the only path to go up to study abroad. Guys, you don't need A levels. A levels are brain damaging. Universities understand that, unless maybe you're going to the UK. So a lot of Botswana do go to the UK, hence why they require A levels. And DTF is not gonna sponsor you to do A levels in the UK when you can do it in Botswana. Back then, that's when they used to sponsor kids to take a bridging course or take A levels in the UK. But now, since Marwapula, LKC, Al Noor, Lehigh, I think even Rainbow, Regent Hill, I don't know about Bobotlali, private schools offer them right now. So you're obviously gonna do them in Botswana. But just to set the record clear, you don't need A levels to go abroad. You don't. Like, I know friends that I graduated the same year with, and they didn't even do A levels at all. The guy, what thing, he just took a gap year, but he's in the US right now. I'm not too sure. He might be studying actuarial science. I don't know, but you don't need A levels to study abroad. A levels is just a Cambridge system. It's more of like a foundation year, preparing you for the fundamentals of your course. That's why the course, normally the subjects that you do are around 4. There's some people that take 5. There's some people that take 6. But honestly, the bare minimum is actually 3. 4 is just so you are on the safe side, or you can do a math subject also, and just add on to the 3 base subjects that you would be doing. So the reason why A levels is more prominent for the UK is simply just to say that, hey, I have a foundation of what I'm doing here. So instead of me having a 4th year, I can just have a year of industrial year, something like that. Maybe it might be your senior year in the UK. I'm not very familiar with the UK, but I'm just gonna tell you what I know. In the UK, if you did A levels, your degree is 3 years, instead of it being the complete 4 years. Do you get what I mean? But also, that's an exception for certain schools. So you need to know where you're going for you to know if you're going to need A levels or not. But in most cases, most countries, they don't require A levels, especially America. America doesn't require A levels. Unless maybe you're going into like a high-end tech school or like a Harvard school and you just want to have that upper hand, that competitive edge compared to another student. Yeah, clearly I've been talking for so long, but let's brush my eyebrows right now. I actually don't feel like disrupting my skin because my skin is, I don't want to say it's breaking out, but I don't know if it's the water or the food here. Something is up and it's not clearing up. Normally, my skin, if it's like breaking out or whatever, it takes about a couple of days. And then the next week, we're back to having clear skin. So I don't want to cause too much drama on my skin. I'm just going to do a light concealer because I have big eye bags. Misconception number 2. And I'm going to hold your hand while saying this. You need to be a multitasker. You need to find a way that you're getting good grades and you're also applying or looking into schools at least while you're writing your exams. Normally, I don't know if it's schools or is it the teachers. We don't know who to blame on that one. But normally when students are writing from 5, the pressure is just on get good grades. Good grades. But I think that's because in Botswana, you know automatically that, okay, if I get good grades, I'm going to start my term in UB in August. So application for first year UB, it's around the time frame of August. But if you want to study abroad, they do those things in advance. They do those, like the applications, I think, because it's more of essay writing, doing this, filling out this teacher's recommendation. It's not the same as in Botswana. You need teacher's recommendations, you need essays to write, personal statements, you need an evaluation from your school. Sometimes it can be required by your principal. Sometimes your transcripts can also be required from your school going to the university, being sent to them. Some require IELTS. So for you to cut the time that you're going to spend after school in Botswana or at home, let me just say that, try to multitask. Focus on your grades, getting them up, but also try look for a university that you are leaning towards. Try look for an area that you're looking towards. Don't say that, oh, when I finish school, I'm going to go to Bentley University because Moradi goes there and I think, it can be a perfect fit for me because it's a business school. No, do your research, okay? Understand the demographic of students that go to the universities, or maybe the idea of what type of university do you want. Do you want like an all-black school? I think that's called the HBCUs here. Or do you want a mixture of both? Or are you aware of the fact that some universities, the one that you really, really want, might be a predominantly white school? And the thing with me is that I came from a background of diversity. So don't be saying, I want to pick the school that Moradi is going to when you know that you might suffer being the minority. I grew up being the minority in my classes. And it's something where I just learned to really embrace diversity in my setting. So that's what I wanted. Like, I didn't say I'm not saying I wanted to be around a lot of whites instead of blacks, people that are of my kind, but I just wanted to have some bit of diversity wherever I'm going, and I felt like this school offered me that. Do your research. Some schools are really prestigious. You are applying to this school, but you don't know that, hey, they have a certain requirement. They need kids that are getting A's throughout all their classes, and throughout all your classes means maths, English, all the subjects you're doing. Maybe they require maybe a 95%. I mean, it's an anomaly, but I'm just saying there will be those situations whereby you are really required to be a really smart kid. You must multitask. Try to understand the type of person that this university is looking for. Does it want a well-rounded person or a bookworm? Maybe you are just focused on your grades, but you're forgetting that, hey, your sports make you a more competitive candidate to the school than another person. You are forgetting that community service is making you more of a valuable and well-rounded person that cares about people around them compared to other people. I get it. And it could be more things. How active are you on campus? How active are you moskolong? School competitions, academic competitions, and the likes. Try to get to an idea of the type of person or the type of school that you want to go to. Even if you can't pinpoint it and say, I want to go to Oxford or King's College or whatever, try to understand what type of environment or what type of setting you want your university to look like. And then now that just reflects the mirror on you that, okay, given that you want something like this, what do they require from you that you must provide for them? Because they want someone that can multitask in most cases, these universities, right? Honestly, I'm not going to primer my whole face simply because I'm just doing my under eyes. Okay, my hands are clean. I thought my hands were dirty, sorry. And yes, misconception number 3, or rather just an add-on to what I just said. Have an idea of where you want to go. Look at the I hate to say this one, but look at what's happening wherever you want to go. In Australia, what does the demographic look like? What does the economy there look like? What does the political stability there look like? Be realistic with yourself, right? Look at just the laws of where you're going and be very, very careful when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Look at the UK. Look at the areas in which you see that there's less crime rates, or there's less this, there's less that. Take an example of me. Honestly, I'm saying these things so that you guys don't make the mistakes I made. I didn't know anything about Boston until I came here, or just Massachusetts as a whole. I learned more about it and I started liking it, but there's just so many things that are just quite questionable. So explore your options, more especially if you are a top achiever student. Apart from top achiever student, anyone that's looking to go abroad, because it's not just the top achiever that can offer students chances to go abroad. Let's just assume that the economy will do well in a few, and students can be able to go abroad again. But you need to understand that the world has so much to offer. The world is big. Have you seen the world map? Have you seen it? I want you to go to that world map. Do your research as much as possible about that world map and where is the best place to study your particular course. Look at your particular course or wherever you are headed and try to go and Google what is the best place or the best industry that offers the course that you want to take. Okay? Kore, be specific. You must, oh my God, what's this? You must be as specific as possible. I'm not finna be doing too much, honestly. I'm just covering up my under eyes, so I don't want too much anyway. Have an idea of those things. Talk to people that are ask them as many questions as possible. Try to figure out if it's the best time to come. What is forecasted by spectators out there about that particular economy? What do you want this particular place or country to offer you? You know what I mean? Are you someone that's looking to stay there long term? You know, how is it going to be easier for me to apply for not a green card, what is it called? For residency, permanent residency after? Are you going to be able to get employed, to get a job after? Are they very accommodating of immigrants? Do they not want immigrants? Those are things that you really need to look at. Listen, I'm not very fully informed, so I don't want to push out a narrative about certain countries that no. You wouldn't want a situation whereby you're going to a country that you had no background check on. You wouldn't want a situation to go whereby there's war there, or there's something that's about to happen that's really big there that you could have really just avoided by going to another place. Like, you need to understand that also the United UK and sorry about that, the UK and the US, yes, they're very much carrying the educational institutions on their shoulders, but explore your options. There's both Australia that are very accommodating to Botswana. Like, a lot of Botswana are there, actually, shockingly. And there are places out there like both the Netherlands. Do your research. Have an idea of where you want to go and if you're going to be happy with that decision that you make. Okay? And the essays, let's talk about the essays that you're going to be expected to write when you are applying for these schools. Oh, actually, I think my last video that I talked about scholarships explains how and where to find the things that I'm talking to. I'm just adding on to everything that I've mentioned on my channel about study abroad. But the essays that you're going to write, I think one very prominent one is the personal statement. When you do a personal statement, be as authentic as possible. Be as authentic as possible. Just try to tell someone something they should remember so profoundly about you. Something that reflects you, your character, your being, your values, your morals, everything. Something that grounds you. Try to talk about maybe an area or a chapter in your life that has really molded you to be a resilient person, because obviously university is for 4 years because you're getting a degree. It's for 4 years. Universities are going to want students that, have persevered in their lives, to know that course, even if they want to do it, they will be able to really stand out, to shine. You know what I mean? They will be a better person. Talk about maybe your mental health and how a certain event happened that really shaped it, or that really built it to be, as concrete and as solid as a brick wall. How your personal development journey, if that's not something that you have ongoing, as some people do, talk about that one thing. Talk about that one thing in your life that has really shifted your thinking, has really shifted your perspective of life. And yeah, man, just talk about something that really has impacted you and shaped you. So the misconception here is always that, universities expect a very finely polished answer. No, talk about yourself in the most authentic way ever. Don't use ChatGPT at all, because they're gonna tell. Please don't use ChatGPT. Don't use any AI tools. They want a human. They can read these things. They want a human telling them their story and leaving no crumbs. You know what I mean? So don't ever feel like you want to impress the university for what it is, being an educational institution, but I don't know how you should think about it. You should write to it as if you are writing to a loved one, that their memory was erased and now you need to remind them of who you are. That's a very, very odd or far-fetched, if I could say. I need to go, guys. Yo, Robbie's asking where I am. A very far-fetched example or assumption, but try to look at your audience as of someone that doesn't know you and is trying to get to know you. You know, be personal, be authentic in these essays. Another thing that I feel like is always slept on is athletics. Guys, do athletics as much as you can. Athletics, I mean any sport. Any sport. Oh my god, I sprayed this on my bed. Any sport, and it can get you so far. Did you know that there are elite students that are offered these scholarships through playing sports and being good at what they do and academically gifted as well? I'm not the nice part about doing sports is that they don't necessarily want you for their academics, but schools want you so that you can come and compete for them. You know what I mean? So don't sleep on athletics. Join an athletic team. Obviously you have to be talented, but for someone that already has that talent in them, don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. There are schools that are fighting for people just so that they can come to their schools. They offer scholarships. Some of them offer like up to, I know a friend of mine who was offered up to like 90% of a scholarship, and no, 90% scholarship, meaning that 90% was being covered by the school because he's doing sports, and then 10% was covered by the government, being BNSC. So if you know that you're in sports like that, and you want to study abroad, talk to your parents about it. Talk to anyone that's supporting you, your support system, and take it far. Do it like there's no tomorrow. You must train like you're a little later if you're in athletics, if you're in tennis, softball, whatever. Make sure that you are the best of the best and you keep your rankings up and high and so yes, you must make sure that you do not sleep on your athletics, because athletics gets people so far. It gets people so many scholarships, especially given how, it's a bit shaky with the top achievers. You might want to look into the elite scholarship because it's really good as well. Tip number 5, and this is the very last tip before I go because it's really late now. Tip number 5 is that, guys, please do not be too desperate to study abroad. Like, if it's failing, it's failing. Don't be overly desperate to a point whereby the Alabuga, I'm talking about the Alabuga case. Don't be too desperate to a point whereby if something does not make sense to you, you still want to go for it because you're that desperate to go abroad. Yo, something crazy just happened. Yo, I think it's because of what we're talking about. Why does it keep doing this? Do you guys see what happened? Yo, looks like I got a cluster on. Do you see the difference? Of course you see the difference. But yeah, don't be so desperate to a point whereby you just follow anyone and everyone who says, oh, go come and study abroad, but you don't necessarily see what exactly is being marketed to you and the value in which, this whatever program has been. Hold on, I can't multitask, especially when it comes to lashes. Hold on. I normally just like taking it to the down below like this as well. That's it. I don't want to do too much today. I honestly just want to rock my own skin today. I'm sorry. Okay, let's just put some leftover powder from the last time under here. But yeah, don't be so desperate to the point where any ad from Instagram, from TikTok that you see about study abroad, you go for it, unless it's from a very creditable source. You know what I mean? If it's not coming from the embassy, the US embassy ya Botswana go on their page, it's coming from a very questionable source. Don't just take. TikTok is not a creditable source like that. You get what I mean? So please don't believe anything and everything that you see out there. Be realistic with yourself. Hagopala, it's fine, chumi. Bua le bo moradi, bua le batho ba ile gore wa bona gore ba teng kwa ba thrive, and it's actually they're actually living that life instead of them telling you about a life, but you don't see them living it. You know what I mean? Ish, guys, why do I feel like going in with some bronzer? No, I don't want to do too much now. So yeah, those are the things that I wanted to say. Don't be just too desperate to a point whereby any ad that says study abroad, you're just there like, Azish, kiruna bao. let's get it. No. Study abroad doesn't happen like that. Work hard for it. You have to see yourself sweating and working hard for it to make sense. It just coming on a silver platter. Try to do your research as much as possible before you can jump for it. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm gonna do for my hair. I don't know. Okay, let's just do this. Let's see. Guys, I'm really late for this party. Let me see myself in a bigger mirror and see what I'm actually doing before I start looking like a ghost. Guys, every time I do minimalistic makeup, I never look good in it. I don't know why. But minimum makeup just makes me look like a ghost. I feel like in the camera I look better. But I'm really late. I need to go. I'm sorry this video was this short, but I just wanted to be as informative as possible when it comes to anything study abroad, because a lot of people like that conversation and are looking forward to go abroad. But please don't see yourself as a victim in things that could have been avoided. Hey, don't be a victim, please. Anyway, let me get dressed. I'll show you guys everything else as I'm going to the party. I'll bring you guys to the party for sure. But, you know, all the best, guys, in terms of trying to study abroad. I really am trying to get sources of people that do study abroad on scholarships. But kind of the people I know, it's either their parents are paying for them via school fees, or it's a DTF or elite scholarship thing. Go to one way or the other. It's affiliated to the government. But get good grades, and try to get scholarships from the schools. If you want maybe a guideline on it, I can definitely help. Send me a DM on Instagram. I'm not so responsive, but send me a DM on Instagram. Leave me a comment on YouTube, and I can definitely get back with the best answer as possible as I can. And not just me. Ask people that, you know, you see Khorba. If maybe you're in medicine, go ask someone that's, you know, already in that field. If you're in the business field, you know, I'm the person that you can come to. If you are looking to study in the UK, you know who to go to. Australia, try to look for someone that can go there. But let's get dressed. This is what I look like. I am love in the purest form. Don't look at my room. It's a mess. Because I've been getting ready. Okay, but let me go. I don't know if I'll take you guys, but let's go. Actually, let me bring you guys. I mean, what other way than to end it with the vlog? Right?
Franco. I need your loving. So fresh, so clean.
Guys, this is what I look like. Why? Let me head there and see. Let's see. Yo, my camera is not compatible with outside thing. I thought it was gonna be. Yo, Mustaza Gawa. Where's it be? Oh, found it. This is where the party is. Guys, I feel like I'm overdressed.
Yeah, you know I run and I run and I run and I run. Fly in the sky in the night. Hold me in your arms and your love in light. I'm on your way right now. I'm on your way right now.
I feel like I'm overdressed for the occasion. What are you doing? You're selling. You're selling.
If not using, I don't want to know. I don't want the story. Day and night, it's unconditional. Got me leaving softly. Yeah. You know you love turn me up like never. Anything you want and I'ma do whatever. Because I love and I love and I love and I love you only. Because I need and I need and I need and I need you more. Yeah, you know I run and I run and I run and I run. Fly in the sky in the night. Hold me in your arms and your love and your life. I'm on your way right now. I'm on your way right now. Yeah. I'm on your side now. You got me on your side now. Yes, I'm on your way right now. Yeah. Said, love me judge, love me tender. 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 sugar, my honey, my tender lover. You my sugar, my honey, my tender lover. You are my sugar, my honey, my tender lover. My sugar, my honey, my tender lover. Why would you just pop in your mouth and say something?
Running fast from the way it was, jump quick to a paycheck, running back to the strip club. I'm never going back, never. You know tonight I shitty news. I had a thing for dirty shoes since I was 10. Love dirty men alike. Ooh, better today than yesterday. Ooh, I just take it day by day.
Hey guys, this is much later. Ruby and I decided to spoil ourselves for making it through 2 weeks of school. As if we're not gonna die midway. She got some igusi.
Shit.
I got some
your food.
Hey girl, my food is full to the brim. My food is full to the brim.
Stepchild.
I think they knew that I'm here to fight. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna need a plate as well.
Nothing but love for you. Nothing but love. Nothing but love.